All right, let's get started. The only topic I know about this week is still just the uh, platform CI and Edk2 platforms. Although I haven't done any updates, so let's see if Isaac or anyone else has.
Yeah, I haven't done anything new in the open yet. I've been sort of derailed on container and getting Docker set up and containers set up and catching up on some of the stuff you and others have done on that. So that's the progress I made, but it didn't show up in commits to the EDK2 platforms or features or things.
Okay.
I'll try to get to that this week and get some progress there, but not sure.
Anyone else have updates on CI or Edk2 platforms?
I have one update about the ECC tool. I remember we mentioned how to use the ECC scan tool in the Edk2 platform repo. And I have checked this. It's the ECC tool is set the needed environment firstly, then do its scan operation. So I think we cannot use the ECC tool in Edk2 platform repo before, is because the environment. The used environment variables include the system environment workspace and package path. If we want to enable the ECC scan in other repo or project, the additional package path of the repo or project should be provided and used in ECC tool. And there have some ways to add these additional environment variables. From my side, we can try to extend the configure.ini file used in ECC tool to include the additional package path info. And after that, the developers can after done, the developer can create a new configure.ini file for the ECC tool with path info and other configure info. And I think then the path can be found and the ECC tool can directly use it in the Edk2 platform repo. And I can make a patch for this and or any other suggested methods.
If you look at the other plugins, you'll see that the plugin API, you actually get an object, sorry, hold on, that will give you the packages path and will help you resolve any of those EDK2 relative files. So I can put a link here, but if you get, in your, essentially your entry point for the ECC check plugin, there is something called the EDK2 path object, and that path object has the workspace path plus the packages path, plus that has helper functions that will resolve relative paths. Would that work?
I can have a try.
Okay.
Yeah, I think what explains why we're in the state we are today, Sean, is I think the ECC tool and its implementation was before packages path was introduced, and it was never updated to comprehend packages path. So I think that's the gap that we're seeing now. And so, Christina, it may be that there's some facilities of ECC to do this within the current ECC design, but I think the ask is to see if we can't update the ECC design to fully comprehend packages path.
Oh, I see. I have tried to use the ECC tool to scan the Edk2 platforms. Yeah, and I see a lot of errors.
Yeah, I'm looking at the plugin right now, and it actually does capture the packages path list. So it sets that into the environment while it runs. So I don't know the full details of why it's not working.
Okay. as I have tried this, I know there are some bugs about that, and I will fix all the ECC's bug when scan the Edk2 platform repo and to send this patch out.
Okay, I mean, I think in general, I would prefer we avoid any more hard-coded configuration files if we can help it. If they don't have any new data in them, it just means one more file to maintain and keep current.
So my understanding of the behavior of base tools is to throw an error if something in the packages path doesn't exist. Would it be worth removing that? Because that makes it difficult to switch between building things in EDK2 to building things in EDK2 platforms to building things in more proprietary repo configurations. Is there an ability to turn that off today, or should we consider removing that as multi-repo, multi-package things start to become more common?
I think the path not exist is just raised by the reason I just mentioned. So if we want to fix them, we just need to add these paths into the package path.
No, but
Or
if you
just-
don't have that path locally, you get a build error too. Like it won't build if I try to build EDK2 emulation package,
Mhm.
but I have EDK2 platforms things in my packages path, but I don't have the repo locally. So you get a packages path element not found kind of error, which doesn't hurt anything except it means you have to have different environments for building different scoped packages.
I mean, Isaac, the packages path we've maintained for the CI system, right? We maintain it unique per build so that you can have different ones even within the same repo, depending on your build. I would be a little bit worried about not being able to resolve the packages path for a given build, and only that, you know, the packages path and the order that they're listed is important in resolving things, right? Sometimes you can have duplicates, and as long as the order is correct, you'll get the right file. Now, that's not a great thing, but that is something that we see in practice a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I would worry about loosely managing the packages path. I think it's pretty important to the platform, to the build.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the ECC one. I have seen some the Edk2 stuff getting checked in that will fix some of their build errors. Like I said at the beginning, I haven't done any updates to try to get platform building to work with the PCD stuff. Still on my list. Does anyone else have any updates? Has there been any more discussion with any other, maintainers within Edk2-platforms about some of those other repository-wide challenges, and finding a way to solve some of those? Mike, when is your next stewards meeting?
Let's see, it is. It is this, no, it's not this week. Yes, it is this week. Yeah, Wednesday this week.
Do you think you can help get Andrew and Leif to get a little more involved here, since they both, I think, are at least a little bit involved in maintaining some of these?
Yes, I will absolutely discuss it with them. I think Leif is also he's one of the maintainers for Edk2 platforms at the top level. So I will let's see if he's available, or if he's not that interested, to see if he recommends somebody else to take over that role for him. So I will try to get somebody to at least for the ARM platforms to sign up for being able to provide input to this discussion.
Okay. All right. Well, any other topics for the day? All right, Kevin, you got your wish. Quick meeting.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
So sorry, I have one open.
Sure.
Yeah, very quick. About the PyTool. Yeah, recently we use the PyTool for unit test, and when use it, one vulnerable is scanned by IT with warning. And I will post the warning into the chat. Yeah, and this warning is raised by the filter package used by the PE file package, which is used in PyTools. And we have checked the PE file package. It has fixed this issue in a 2022.6.26 commit. However, the currently the official release of the PE file package is 2022.5.30 version. So when will the next official version released? Can you help accelerate this process?
Yeah, it's a great question, Christine. I got copied on that same email, so I also helped investigate the state of things. Sean, I think this is an example from a PyPy perspective. We may have to go ask the PE file owners for an updated release. They just haven't done a release since that fix was made.
Okay.
The other option is for us to update, I think, pip requirements to pull PE file as a source component at a certain SHA tag and install it locally, which is a pain, right?
Yep. Okay, that's fair. This looks like it impacts PyTools extensions is where this comes from. Is that right?
Yeah, because it does the PE file cracking, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yep. 22.5.30. Yeah. Okay. Can we file a bug in PyTools extensions? And Christine, can you do that, and then we'll track it that way?
Yes, I will fill a bug.
Okay, I think that'll be the easiest way to get this resolved. Yeah. It has not showed up in GitHub's dependency management, so I'm kind of surprised. It's a good test to see who's faster.
It is interesting. I don't think we're actually impacted by this one, Sean, by our usage of PE file in future, based upon my reading of it, because it had to do more with some network access interaction with a denial of service, and we don't do any network interactivity, web server activity from our use of PE file. So it maybe that's why we haven't been notified of it. But it doesn't mean that from a general scanning perspective, it wouldn't be noticed as a potential issue.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, anything else from anyone? All right, thanks everybody.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks.